Welcome everyone to this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion is Vayikra, which means, and he called. God calls to Moses from the tent of meeting and explains to him all of the different sacrifices and the laws of all the sacrifices in the temple. There was the peace offerings. There was the Ola offerings, which went all up, the ascending offering, all up for God. There was the sin offerings for a regular person, for a communal, for a king, for a priest. And then there was the meal offerings, which weren't for animals, but for flowers and oils. All of these different offerings are discussed when a person would bring the sacrifice to the temple, and the priest would help them slaughter it and bring it up to God. Now, these days, we don't have sacrifices. So how does this apply to us? So instead of sacrifices, we have prayer. Prayer is when we thank God for the amazing stuff He has blessed us with. Or when we ask God if we need something, we need a miracle, we need a blessing. Or when we ask God to forgive us. We can also give charity as an atonement for our sins. And then there's another way how these days we can give a sacrifice. And that is every time we make a sacrifice to do the right thing. That is like a sacrifice to God. We're sacrificing a little bit of our desire if we know this is something we shouldn't do. We are sacrificing to do the right thing. This is the modern day sacrifice that we can make to God. Thank you for joining this week's Torah portion. This is the Rebel Rabbi. Shalom.